there is a fifth dimension beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, between Rabbi Levy's house and the rest of downtown. This is the dimension of imagination. I'm Rob Serling, and this is the Bane Hashmashot Zone. We journey now to Buster Rhymes, who's on his own journey. A journey not through space, but through time.
Oh boy. Late again. Hopefully, I have enough time to catch up. I'm quite lucky no Sephardi ended up hitting me with Ortalis.
The pain! It hurts! It's unbearable! Oh my god! It hurts so much! The agony! Oh my gosh! It hurts so much! No! Oh my gosh!
Unlike that guy.
Good morning.
Oh. The seat is taken. Oh, no, not here.
What's going on?
What? I must have traveled to the past.
Hey, it's Fortified.
Ah, Bester, my cousin. I've been looking all over for you.
Bester, my name is...
Oh, you're Adasa again? Whatever, it doesn't matter. We have to go. We'll be late for ancient cornhole. You know, like cornhole, but ancient?
Who are you?
Meanwhile,
This is taking forever! Don't they know that I, the great and mighty Ahasuerus, am the president of Aikai? Why do you talk about that?
Well, Leash, it appears you've had a little too much Barton. Allow me to call you a ride home.
Thank you, Haman, my most trusted advisor, treasurer of Aikai, and representative of Snexo. Seriously, why do you talk about that?
Allow me to check the Uber BCE's time on my tablet, my liege. Ah, it's only a couple minutes away. Vashti, could you check around the corner for the Uber BCE, please?
Well, anything for you.
Get in, my liege, come on. Get in. Watch the key.
Now that Vashti is left downtown, I can start my plan.
She left us. Said she hated us, but you especially.
No, but she was the love of my life!
You met her last week.
I need a girlfriend.
What you need, mi amigo? Some time with the boys. How about another Kai rush?
In the middle of the semester, who would go?
Everybody's gonna be there. I spoke with Emperor Stanger. Got him to make it so it fulfills a foreign language requirement. Nobody's gonna miss that.
Would you look at that? Thanks, Haman.
Yeah, no problem.
What you working on?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
all the...
What, the sackcloths? I just like the look.
So, Mordecai, you say we're cousins?
Yeah, I've been raising you since your parents died. I even legally married you for the tax benefits. You've been asking some odd questions lately.
Okay, look, this is gonna sound a little weird, but I'm not from here. My name's Buster. I'm from the future, and I don't have any of these memories you tell me I lived through.
It's quite the statement to make. Clearly someone's been going through my Zohar stash.
I'm serious. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah? Well, I know you. I'm a Navi. I travel in worlds you can't even imagine. I know all there is to know. You want to talk about futures? I can see every possible timeline at once.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny when you're near. The rain goes, disappears, dear, and that's so fine. Just to know that you
That's
are
it, I'm destroying the
mine.
Jews.
My life.
The point is, there's nothing that slips by me. If you think you're a different person, I'm sorry, Buster, but you have gone crazy. You need help.
That's it. I'm done. I have too much on my mind. I'm not crazy, and I have nothing to prove to you. I need some air.
Name?
Buster. Bester.
Son of?
Schneer.
Are you 21?
I'm 2,000 years old, just in the negative direction.
That checks out. Legally, I have to ask, are you prepared for what's to come? The competition is going to be intense. You're going up against everyone from the kingdom. The best of the best.
That may be so, but I'm Bester.
In Jerusalem, the golden city that was conquered, but still we move
Hello,
on.
runners! And welcome to the AEI Mid-Semester Rush! As you all know, many of you can join the Brotherhood, but only one of you will get the Gen Ed. These tasks will test your mind, your body, your soul, and also your wallet. Only he who proves himself my equal will prevail. You will be challenged based on strength.
Did they send me daughters? I asked for sons. You're the saddest bunch I ever met, but you can bet before we're
Speed.
through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you.
Skill.
Tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. Once you find your center, you are sure to win. You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got
What is McGillis Esther?
That is correct.
make a man out of you. I'm never gonna catch my breath. Say goodbye to those who knew me.
Boy, was I a fool in school for cutting Jim.
This guy's got him scared to death.
Hope he doesn't say it right through me.
Now I really wish that I knew how to swim. You must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon,
Start.
with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side
contract I need you to sign. The large rush and the deal with Emperor Stanger were expensive. New deals need to be made to cover the cost. Kosher Corner's prices need to be raised to break even with even less variety. We can't afford to import fresh food anymore. Instead, it'll be one guy fishing $50 salmon out of Lake Taco Bell.
I don't think I can go with this. The Jews won't take it.
They won't? Things will change with small increments. Kosher Corner closes 5 minutes earlier, they're out of food for longer periods, vegetable soup will permanently replace the matzo ball soup. By the time they start to realize what's going on, we'll take Anthony and put him on another shift.
You monster, he's my favorite.
Son! You want your precious Kai? You have to do what needs to be done!
What have I become?
Meanwhile, while Mordecai is studying, he hears
Mordecai.
Whom do I speak to? Michal angel? Rafal angel? Gabriel angel?
Wrong. I am Chris Angel. Nowadays, though, I go by Briss Angel. Snip, snip.
Oh.
Listen, it's really intense where I'm from. There's been a big commotion up there.
Why? What's going on?
Well, on the bright side, Bubi Shane Ali Babluma had a baby girl.
Ah, Mazel Tov. Good to hear.
On the not so good side, all the Jews of Persia have been doomed by a new decree.
What do you mean? What happened?
Well, Sodexo has decided to raise their prices to absurd levels.
Well, that happens every so often.
They're also going to be getting rid of most of the food, including the chicken tenders.
No more chicken tenders? The Jews will starve.
There's nothing we can do up here. It's in your ballpark now. You need to get the Jews to do teshuvah.
If this is my role in life, so be it. Alright, give me those cool angel Kabbalistic powers. Allow me to be the vessel for Hashem's mercy on earth. I've been training my whole life for this.
Of course, it's time. The loyal servant of my master. Grab your thumb with one hand, letting it peek between the fingers.
I am ready.
And now, pull the hand that holds the thumb away. So, what do you think?
Is that it?
Pretty neat, huh?
I mean, if you want my honest thoughts, I was expecting that to be something like a warm-up.
A warm-up?
Yeah, like a motion or a ritual.
You really don't appreciate angel magic, huh?
No, I really
You know, the
like
world's
it. I
got
just wasn't
anyway now,
expecting.
okay?
I just
Is
don't
it possible
see
for
exactly
you
how
to
this
hold
plays
it
into
and
saving
think
the
I come all
Jews.
this
I'm
way
really
to carry
grateful.
you?
You have to
At this
understand.
point,
This
it
was
makes
the
this
coolest
the
thing I've
exact
ever
time
seen.
and
I
place you
mean,
die.
okay.
Your mother.
You know, enough. It was underwhelming.
I knew it.
Thumb removed, really? What's the point of it?
Think you can comprehend
I'm never
this
asking
activity
for
of
help
removing a
again.
thumb?
You come here,
That's
you bring
it.
bad news, you
Power
act
removal.
all pissy.
You lost your cool angel
Of
magic.
course.
I hope you're happy.
Real mature.
I have
Real
better
mature.
things to do. Enjoy mortality.
Up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. That's where we can be found. Up, down, down, up,
That
down,
person's
down,
outfit
up,
is
down.
amazing.
That's where we can be found. Hashem is here, Hashem is there, Hashem is truly everywhere. Hashem is here, Hashem is there, Hashem is truly everywhere. Hashem is here, Hashem is there, Hashem is truly everywhere.
Oh my gosh, that is such a cool outfit.
Hashem
Go
is
and
there,
get
Hashem is
one.
truly everywhere. Up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. That's where we can be found. Up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. That's where we can be found.
So, you carry the 2, and then you get the answer.
Oh, I finally get it now. Thank you so much, Bester. I could not manage the presidency and my schoolwork without you.
Don't mention it. You know, this place looks kind of familiar. I don't know, honestly. I was trying to figure myself out back when I was back where I came from. Kind of just been flopping upwards through life. I don't know what I want to do. I don't even know what I'd like to do. Especially don't know why I'm here in this fantastical, once-in-a-trillion situation. Maybe I don't have much drive because I'm not good at anything. Good enough, always, but never just good. If anyone expects anything from me, I always manage to disappoint them. Never got an A in any class. I play sport, foul, fumble, at least once.
I checked this phone right
I'm always late to shot parade. And I know it doesn't matter, but it matters to me. Maybe that's just who I am. Maybe I'll never be good.
Look, I don't think getting the Gen Ed was a once-in-a-trillion situation.
That's not what
I mean, once in a billion maybe, but look, I'm a big believer in fate. If the universe gave you something really good, that means that there's probably a good reason for it. Maybe you're more consequential than you give yourself credit for.
Huh, more important.
Well, I said consequential.
No, more important. You know, the universe practically pulled me into this situation. I must have a huge role to play.
That's the attitude. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some chips.
Bester, I need your help.
What do you want?
The Jews are in danger. Haman plans to starve them to death. You need to tell Ahasuerus what's going on. Surely he can overrule the decree.
Why should I help? I thought I'm just some crazy person who thinks he's from the future.
Bester, there's not going to be any future if you don't help. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have called you crazy. I shouldn't have pushed you away. I shouldn't have acted like I know everything. You know, just the Torah, Nevi'im, what's left of Ketuvim, the oral law, 70 languages, every known science, all unknown sciences, more Kabbalah than you can comprehend, quantum physics, and an assortment of cool shark facts. I'm sorry, Buster.
I'm sorry too. I should have realized that if I'm in this fantastical once-in-a-trillion thing, I must be incredibly important. The most important person in the world, in fact. I should have listened to you and learned more about your world before changing it.
That doesn't really sound like a genuine apology.
Listen, I want to help you, I really do. The only thing is, there's one rule in this house. When Ahasuerus has a sock on the door, no one comes in. And Ahasuerus always has a sock on the door.
Buster, you have to. The Jewish people rest on your shoulders.
The last person to walk in that door was Vashti, and you know what happened to her.
I don't.
Mordecai, I love you like the cousin I don't actually have. But this is going to take some time. I need to gain Ahasuerus' trust.
All right, as long as you'll do it. Best of luck. The lives of all Jews from now until the future are resting on your shoulders. No pressure.
Mordecai! Ah, Mordecai. Emchai, I called you. It never caught on. You were my best friend, my brother, my chavrusa. We were inseparable, identical. Two sides of the same coin, even. And yet, when I came to you for advice...
Wow! Look at that necklace. Marry me. Marry me!
What's up, Emchai? What do you think of this necklace?
This necklace? With that hat? No, no, no. You want some fashion advice? Try some sackcloth. It'll really make your eyes pop.
You pushed me away, and I have become the monster you always saw me as. In your own arrogance, you have doomed your people to...
Hey, trying to get through. You mind moving?
So that guy that just left? I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna build 50-foot gallows. I'm gonna push him off. I'm gonna make it look like an accident.
Why are you telling me that?
You know,
It gets kind of lonely when you have nobody to tell your evil schemes to.
I do not care. You are evil. Please get out of my way.
You know, it's just none of my 10 sons speak to me anymore. After I name them silly names, each sillier than the last.
Wait, how old are you again?
Senior? Israel senior?
That Vilakoshve Roche. He thinks he could just give away our gen eds. It's about time us foreign language teachers are taken seriously.
Let's kill him.
I was just going to send a strongly worded letter, but you make a good point.
Hey guys, don't you know that murder has recently been criminalized?
He overheard. Let's kill him.
Another excellent point.
Yo, what's going on?
They were planning to kill you.
And you saved my life? I am beyond grateful. You deserve the royal treatment.
Actually, if it's the same to you, I'd rather you just repeal the decree and be done with it.
Too late, I already made up my mind. Haman!
Yes, my liege.
Treat him like you would treat me.
As you wish.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I was wondering if you had any plans tomorrow.
What, like planning a dinner party or something?
Something much better. This is so much fun. How'd you guys like to do the exact same thing tomorrow?
No, we're already 23 minutes into the video.
Okay, guess it's now or never. So, about that decree you signed yesterday.
You left me downtown. Well, you ditched us and left for someone else. Where did you hear that?
You have a tail?
I learned from Muhammad, my most trusted advisor.
I didn't say those words exactly.
The same guy that told you that people run faster when they tie their shoes together?
Well, you know, I read an article about that. It's because you lift both feet at the same time.
The same guy who told you that painting a fence is so fun and then made you pay him to paint his fence?
Okay, you know, it is really an enjoyable activity.
No. The same guy who told you that you should switch roles just for laughs and then declared war on all 15 frats on the same day?
I don't see how that's relevant.
Is anyone else freaked out by the tail?
Ahasuerus, he's trying to exploit you. He sees you as a gullible pawn, someone to take advantage of.
That's not true. Like the deal he cut with Kosher Corner was good, where they stopped buying stuff and then raised prices in order to make back the money that he recommended I waste. Oh.
Yeah, you have to repeal that. That deal is gonna starve anyone who keeps kosher.
Sounds smart. Just one thing though, Haman. For the crime of being a bad friend, I sentence you to death. I'm also killing your family too. Guards!
My family?
Take
Wait,
it away!
That's a little excessive, don't you think? Hey, where are you taking me? Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me? Ah!
Wow, it was that easy. Wait, did I even need to do anything at all?
Where's broken her leg?
I just received word from Chris Angel. The Jews are saved.
And it's all because of me. I'm the chosen one after all.
And check this out. I got the cool Angel Kabbalah powers back. Nice.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
All that matters is that we're back together, and this time I'm not making the same mistake.
Well, it seems that everyone's getting their happy endings, and I think it's about time that you got yours. I'm gonna miss you, Buster. Thank you for teaching me humility and showing me how arrogant I've become.
Seriously, how did he do that trick?
You know, Wouldn't it be funny if the lesson I learned was how to belong, and I actually was Bester the entire time? That I'm not all important. I'm merely just another person in a grand system of people. A small cog of society that has a role easy to miss. No, I feel myself waking up your figments, my imagination, my own snarky. Bye!
And so ends a tale so legendary, so earth-shattering, so mind-boggling, that you could never listen to such a story like this one again, unless you listen to the story again. I can't say it again. I have nothing really planned all this week and can use the social interaction, so I mean, if you're free... Sorry. Who knows the truth? Was this a real jump into the past? Can the consciousness of some particular people phase through rifts in time and space? Or is this merely in the head of an over-imaginative student? Perhaps all three. Such is possible within the Twilight Zone. The Bane Hushmashote Zone. So close!